Welcome to Sweet and Spicy. I'm Rachel, and today we are making brunch for Mother's Day. So I'm gonna start with making the batter for the pancakes. I'm using 2 cups of flour, um, half a cup of sugar, 3 eggs, so I'm mixing everything, and in the meantime I'm going to add about 600 milliliter of buttermilk. So for the flour, I just want to say I use self-rising flour. So I'm also adding some vanilla sugar, but at this point you can use 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So I'm adding the rest of the milk. So it's very important to first mix everything and make sure everything is well mixed together before you add the other portion of milk. So you can divide it half for the first part, then the other half towards the end. So I have a good consistency, and I'm gonna place it in a container. So I'm using this container. I got it from Amazon, so it helps me make sure I have pancakes that have almost the same shape and I think it's less messy. That's why I'm using this. So during this time I'm going to cut my peppers. I'm also going to cut my potatoes and my ham. So I'm just cutting them in small pieces. Just like that. So I'm using Yukon gold potatoes. I hope I have the name right. So I didn't take out the skin because the skin is very thin, and I feel like it tastes good with the skin. So if you don't like the skin, just don't worry, you don't have to have the skin, so you can remove it. So I'm just cutting them in small dice as well. This is what I have. So I'm using some ham. I don't have the exact quantity, but I mean, I use a piece of ham, as you can see. So yes, So after dicing everything, now I'm using some avocado oil, and I'm going to start by frying my potatoes because they take longer to cook. So we want to start with this. So potatoes usually take about 15 to 20 minutes. So we want them to have a nice color, and then we'll set some, not aside. I'm just gonna push them over, and I'm gradually going to add my other ingredients. So you want to make sure you check it from time to time, no more than 5 minutes without opening it, because it cooks fast and you don't want it to burn. And you want to stir, this way you have a nice color on both sides. So I'm seasoning a little, so I'm added some salt, and these are just spices that I'm using. So at this point it's really up to you. You can use all spices of your choice. So I'm really cleaning my pan here because I'm going to add my ham and my peppers. So I had some leftover skin, I just didn't want it to burn. So I pushed the potatoes aside a little because they're not cooked yet. They have a nice color, but I still want the steam to continue to cook the potatoes, so I'm just pushing them aside for now. I'm adding my peppers. I'm gonna salt it, add some seasonings. I added some Cajun seasoning. It really gives a nice taste to it. I'm adding a little bit of butter. I would say about 1 tablespoon of butter. Now I'm mixing everything together, and from time to time we check to make sure our potatoes are soft. If they're not soft, you can simply lower the fire. Like here I'm checking and it's not soft enough, so you want to close it and lower your fire and make sure it cooks on a medium to low heat. So I'm pushing them aside because I don't want them to brown anymore at this point. I just want to make sure everything is soft enough before I can take it out. I really have a nice color, so I can plate it. It was really easy to make. It took about 15-20 minutes, I would say, altogether, and it tastes delicious. I really encourage you to try this. So now I'm gonna move on to the eggs and bacon. So I'm using a hot plate. Yeah, so I'm gonna I'm gonna do the pancake first, then the eggs and bacon. So this really helps me give a nice shape to it. So here we want to watch it. It takes about 2 minutes on both sides. Nice. You can flip them over, and this is the color that we're looking for. So buttermilk is really good for pancake, especially when you're using self-rising flour. Your pancake are very light and fluffy. So now it's ready, and I'm gonna set it aside, and I'm gonna move on to the bacon and egg. So I added a little bit of butter. So I only made 3 slices of. I used turkey bacon, but you can use pork. Just because it was a lot already with the potatoes, then the eggs and pancake, I just wanted to make sure you'll be able to eat everything. But you know, feel free, depending on the size of your family, you can increase or decrease the quantities. It's really up to you at this point. I'm going to salt it and add some black pepper. Yeah, so I flipped the eggs over just because we like our eggs cook through, but you know, everybody's different. Just cook them the way you like them. Yes. So as you can see, our mini buffet is ready. You know, it didn't take much. It took me about an hour to do everything from start to finish. I really encourage you to try this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I have so much more to come. Thank you so much, and I see you on my next video. Bye.